Hello, hello. Welcome to Mosaic Monday. Now, before we start, I just want to say the internet may go off. It may not work. We have snow here. I think we must have ice too. I don't know, but the internet has been coming and going, hasn't it, Martin?
Yeah, it's been
So
crazy.
if this stops, sorry. And I hope wherever you are, I hope I hope the weather's better than here. We have a winter storm that has happened here. Now, what we're going to show you tonight, you can do with any kind of stained glass or other things. And it's basically just basic mosaic techniques. But I want to show you, and I don't have a kit here to show you because we sent them all out. That was not smart. Martin will not build a snowman. This is powder. This is a light powder. But this is what we are. Everybody got a Cardinal kit in the mail. Hopefully they got it today if you ordered it. And so in the kit, you will have gotten, and the Cardinal kit is sold out. That's for January. The one that's coming out for February is the complicated heart kit, which comes with a complicated heart, but then it's mosaics done this way. But tonight we're going to talk about the Cardinal. Suzanne's so excited. So when you got your kit, hopefully everything was in piece, but your glass would have been in pieces. So your glass, you have cups in the kit that has blue in it. One cup has blue, one cup has greens. You have an envelope that has the black part for the face and the beak, and you have a tree. Now, in the kit, honey, do you want to sit down? Can you see? Okay.
Yeah.
And where are our originals? Are they still there? Okay, Morton used my, here they are. Okay, so in the kit, you will have gotten instructions on both sides, because some people like to read instructions. Some people, the mail lady claims you couldn't access your bath. Tomorrow, Whisper, don't worry. And this, we're gonna put this live up on our YouTube. The only thing that wasn't included was water. You're gonna have to do the water yourself. And but I want to specify this with everybody. The patterns that came in it. There's a Cardinal looking either way, and they are suggestions only. So the very first thing you do is get your frame. Now, all the frames were different that we had sent out. There were lots of different ones. So you get your frame, you open up your frame, you take your pattern, and you put the pattern in behind the glass. So your pattern goes behind the glass, right? Now, I'm going to close the back of this back up. But the idea with this mosaic, a lot of times mosaics are done on wooden things, so you can't see through them. But the idea of this one, because we're using the stained glass and the on glass, the idea is, since there's not a back on it, you're going to be able to set it in a window and your light will come through. That's great, but if you want to set it like this against something dark and look at it that way, you can too, but I think they're gorgeous with the light coming through. So the steps are super duper easy. I want to go over the basic steps quick first, in case anybody doesn't want to watch the whole replay and you're just watching this to see what you do. Now you have honey, could you hand me a little thing of the glue?
That's what was in the bag.
Okay, thank you, babe. This is what was in the bag. You got your little tube of E6000. You got glue. You got popsicle sticks. You got some Q-tips, and you got some gloves. And so I'm not going to use this little little tube of glue. That's going to be sent out in the next kits. But what we're going to do is assume that you're to this stage now. You've taken your design and put it underneath here, and then this is the really important part here. You don't want to over glue this. So what I suggest doing is taking all of your pieces, or at least of your bird. Start with your bird, and I put a couple beaks in there. I put a couple faces in there because I want you to be able to make more if you have it, and you can use another frame. And if you don't like the frame that you were sent, you can either paint it when you're done. You could cover it with fabric. You could decoupage on it. You can do a lot of things with the frame, or you can use a different frame altogether. Doesn't matter. It's in here.
I was going to say
the other original stuff. No, that one is.
There should be two like that, a left and a right of the originals.
Honey, there are. Babe, I'm on a flow here.
All right.
Keep looking. There's another one in there. I promise. There he is. There's anyway. Okay. You're gonna take a little bit. You're gonna take a little glue, and you're gonna find. Let's pretend that we're laying the bird out first. So see how this black piece, it's bigger than what is on the pattern. And you're not going to be laying yours up. You're going to, the other thing that you're going to want to do too, is you're going to want to put something down below your surface before you do this. So you're going to take this piece, and you're going to see it doesn't fit the whole, it doesn't fit right in there. That's fine. These are pre-cut for you. So I'm going to just take this little piece. And I'm going to teach you something really cool here that I never know. Have you ever seen scissors like this? You know what that's for? To grab a hold of and turn that. Guess who taught me how to do that? This guy. Didn't you, honey? You taught me that. Like, I was blown away about 10 years ago. Okay, so your E6000 glue, pretend this is the little tube. You're going to let it stand up.
She has worked with paver pole.
Don't let it lay down. I do. I love paver pole.
That's the stuff that goes like concrete.
Yep, we sold that in Scotland. Okay. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of here. And the object is a little bit. And then you're just going to put this down here and squish it around. Squish it all around to make that glue. The glue is going to make a little, it's going to form a little really tight seal on the glass, and you want that. Now let's pick out a beak for this guy.
Oh, another thing that we forgot. We've not got it bagged, but in the kit there's a Ziploc bag with more than I can't remember how much it is, but it's a Ziploc bag with the grout in it.
Yes.
More than enough for you to grout the frame.
Yes.
With it,
when
and
you're
we've got
done.
Instructions for how to use
it.
That's the thing.
This is the next step.
Yeah. I didn't have any of that bagged up, so that's how Priscilla only showed you the sponge and stuff.
Grouting is the very last thing. So I'm going to take this beak, and now this is something that you want to do. If you want it to look like this nose is right on here, put it really close. Go ahead and put it really close. The bird is the subject here. So we're going to go ahead and put that really close. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just put some glue directly on here. See this? I'm going to put glue directly on here. You only want to put just a little bit of this. Don't do the whole bird.
Priscilla will probably give a tour when we're finished here,
And
but
I'm-
there's lots of videos.
Yeah, I have 7,000 TikToks. This is a video for mosaics. And you know what we don't have here?
Red.
The red.
I'll go and get red.
The red.
You got nippers here.
I have nippers here. I knew there was something else I needed to cover.
Any glove? Aye.
Honey, I got that. Please, just as quick as you can. It's
What else?
a
Red.
piece of red.
In that box.
It's not in that box. That's brown.
There was one in the box.
Honey, honey,
Where is it?
it's back up on the shelf. We had a last minute kit that I had to make up, and it is, I forgot that I needed to cut red. Dang it. Okay, you're gonna have the red pieces already there. You're gonna have that already cut. These kits are all sold out, but the complicated heart kits are on the website now. I'll talk about that for just a minute. The complicated heart kits, we're going to be doing a couple more kits of stained glass mosaics. This was one that I had did that it wasn't a kit, it was just for fun. But this is going to be similar to the complicated heart. The complicated heart one, you're going to get one of my fused glass complicated hearts, and then you're going to put that in. I'm going to show you a couple different designs that you can do, that you can do with the complicated heart. So you're going to be able to mix it up. And have you ever seen the heart where you have just where light's almost coming out of the heart? That's what that's going to look like. And my speedy, handsome assistant is almost back here. And I apologize for that. I just totally had forgotten that I needed to cut red. So here we go. You're gonna see this, see how I nip this now? And your glass that you have in your kit is already all cut up. I'm just gonna use this piece here. And we're gonna nip. And all the kits, I put a lot of extra pieces, but in the red stuff, I tried to put points that were points like this shape. I'll hand that right to you, honey. If you want to start, you can start putting those in place, and I'll cut up. I will cut, and you can glue this.
You leave a gap for the grout. Don't put them tight up against each other.
You don't want to leave a humongous gap, especially on our bird. We want to keep that a little bit tight. And put it in and give it a wiggle. Give it a wiggle and set it. Give it a wiggle and set it. And if you have little nippers and you want to trim up things yourself to make them just so, do that.
And I think you can get the nippers at like Harbor Freight if you need a pair.
But you shouldn't have to cut anything. You should not have to cut anything.
I'll check that I'm no slaver in there.
And I can't believe that I didn't do my red. I was thinking about that today too. We have been busy today here though. And I was thinking I needed to make my complicated heart pieces up, and then I thought, no, just wait, focus on the Cardinal. Just focus on the Cardinal. I forgot that I needed the red.
You'll get a pair of tile nippers if you need them at Harbor Freight. They've got ones in clearance at the moment.
And while this glue is on, you can still push it around a little bit. And I was watching, Jen got a kit, and I see Jen just jumped on. And Jen was saying, I had a warning in there saying glass was sharp. Glass is sharp, and I felt compelled to tell that. But just be careful, be careful. And you don't have to everyone doesn't have to fit together perfectly.
Yeah, I don't know why. They're on clearance at the moment, so I don't know if they're stopping selling them.
That's interesting.
So I'm just looking up Lowe's.
So what I like to do is find the edge. See this, I'm gonna make the edge of this body. And I'm just taking my pieces, and these are triangles, and
Yeah, Lowe's and Home Depot will have them, but they're a lot more expensive than the other ones.
I hope Harbor Freight doesn't quit.
Yeah, I hope they don't stop selling them, but the
So-
ones they've got now are clearance.
If you do this technique, you're gonna want to take your glue.
Glass is sharp and stove is hot, says Big Air.
You have to say stuff like that, though.
Hi there, Lulu.
This works really good if you push your glue down. That way you're not trying to touch it and fidget on each little piece. But see, you can see here how I'm just sort of working this in. I want the body to stay together. I mean, I want the body to feel it's not as spaced out as the rest of it might be.
Mm-hmm. And if you do have OCD for like spacing, you can use a piece of cardboard
Yes.
to put, like when you're doing tiles on a wall or something. You could just use a piece of cardboard, put it between the pieces of tile and push them up to each other, and it would mean they were all the same gap. Or just pull the cotton off one of the cotton buds and use the shaft of the cotton bud. Just hold it and you can push it up, and that way everything's the same gap.
That's a good idea,
If
honey.
that's the kind of thing that bothers you. But the organic look of the everything varying
That's
looks
brown.
really neat. But I know a lot
Oh.
of people, it's like if everything's not exact, it's like,
This would be a cheat if I put that on, because you don't have little pieces like that. But I'm gonna cut this up and use this. You have little triangles and little rectangles and all sorts of little pieces on your thing. You know that'll be enough for a wing.
yeah, you just hold the stick against it, put down the piece of glass and move on to the next one.
But you honestly, you don't have to.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks really neat when they're all sort of unevenly got. It looks more natural.
I agree.
It looks more antique, like sort of Roman age kind of thing.
And this, because I didn't have this glass all mixed up, and I should have done. So I'm getting all the same color of red in for one area, and I don't like that. I like it. Yours are gonna be way better than this.
I've never ever heard of that before, Kayla. Women's Little Christmas thing, a thing in Scotland, Kayla's asking. I never ever heard of that.
What is it?
Kayla's asking, is Women's Little Christmas a thing in Scotland?
I've never heard
Yeah,
of
I
that.
never ever heard of it.
Okay. Now we're gonna put a stick in here. We're gonna put a stick in here.
A stick.
A
branch.
a branch, yeah.
I mean, you could, I suppose, use paper pulp.
Well, wait, use paper pulp to glue it down? It's so expensive,
Yeah.
Kathleen.
I mean, if you have it and are happy
It's
with
so
the cost.
expensive.
What some
And
people,
the paper pull is not transparent. This is transparent.
what some people
It
do as
wouldn't let
well
the light
is
through.
what some people like to do as well is Priscilla's using the glue to stick the pieces onto the glass. Is some people, they'll put down grout and bed it straight down into the grout.
But when you do that, the glass becomes opaque then,
Yeah.
and the light won't come through it.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I'm gluing this. Honey, thank you, and thank you for bringing that up, because whoever asked that question, I think it was Kathleen, because the idea with this is we want the transparency, right? We want that transparency to come through.
But yeah, if you want, but also what you can do is,
We want
if
our
you
light
want
to
to make a
come through.
decorative board or something, you know how you'll make like a decorative like cutting board for the kitchen that you don't actually use to cut food on. And if you want to put a decorative cardinal on the board, you could put down like the glue or whatever on that and put the cardinal onto that.
That would
and
work.
that way you could put down a layer of grout and just put it straight onto that and then edge it with something.
Now,
But like as Priscilla said, if you do it on the glass, the light then won't shine through.
Yeah, you need to use something clear to get the light through. So here, I'm gonna use this branch. And you're gonna see here now why it's important to work in areas, because we want to be able to scoot along and move along.
Tracy says your voice is calming, could actually learn something, and I'm bad at crafts.
Thank you. I love teaching crafts. I love it. So you have a little bit of fiddle time to get in there and keep doing some moving around. And I'm putting our tree in, and I put so much of the brown in, you're gonna have plenty of the tree stuff.
This glass was actually manufactured by Yucca-Guinea, and there's a mixture of other manufacturers as well. But this stuff's mostly Yucca-Guinea from Connellsville in Pennsylvania. They're a good American manufacturer of stained glass. They make it on site in Connellsville. It's really amazing.
And now look, this is an example of you're wanting to do your subject first. So our subject is the Cardinal. He still needs a wing, but the tree is also a subject for me. And I'm gonna take this as I'm gluing this in, I'm gonna let it hit right into the corner. I'm gonna let it hit right into the corner.
What was that? Somebody saying, Tin Wabbit saying, no, you do not, stained glass. Yeah, Priscilla does everything, stained glass, fused glass, the mosaic glass, glass painting, you name it.
And look, I have a minute to wiggle this tree around.
The glue's E6000, or the other name for it's Goop.
It comes in the kit.
I didn't know this till recently, but they manufacture it under the name E6000 or Goop. It's basically the same glue.
And I want to let spaces in here for my
This is Priscilla's glue of choice, but there's other manufacturers.
Yeah.
It's basically any clear all-purpose glue. This stuff goes sort of rubbery when it dries, which makes it good. But any sort of good quality, any sort of reasonable quality, sort of multi-purpose glue works. But you tend to find that if you use an instant glue, it'll it can come off the glass too easily. So although the grout, when it's finished, holds it a lot better, sometimes you get the stuff falling off the glass too easy if you use like an instant glue, because it can go brittle if things like go hot and cold, you know.
Well, this glue will last, and then when you put the grout on, there's no reason this mosaic should not last for.
There's a store near San Francisco that carries the glass. I'll have to. If you're wanting it for mosaics, look for the scrap glass. Don't buy sheets or don't buy whole sheets of glass. A lot of glass shops and stores and craft stores, they'll sell their scrap pieces for say $2-3 a pound.
Nobody sells it that cheap.
Not that cheap now, but a whole, an uncut sheet, because they're selling that with design for someone to cut for their own shape, is really expensive. So look, if you're wanting it for mosaics, look for the scrap glass.
So when you're building your tree, I love that's an iridescent. I'm gonna put that piece there. I love using more than one piece of thickness for the tree.
You should if you want to sell it, Connie, you should advertise it on Marketplace. There's loads of people out there looking for kilns and glass.
Yes. And I'm gonna make the tree thicker here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the tree thicker here. And if you want to take
the templates are only guidelines. It's like you don't have to work within the lines.
No.
Make up your own designs. Hi there, Jamie.
And I'm doing that right now. I'm gonna show you here how we're gonna go off template.
Well, thanks for the gifts, Jamie.
There's the line right there. And I'm gonna definitely go off. You can take the glue and put it directly on them, or you could glue this little area. But the important thing when you glue the area is when you come in there with your piece, really give it a good wiggle.
If you use the link in the bio to go to the 1870 studio, there's the links are in there to buy the mosaic kits and the complicated hearts and things like that. This month the mosaic kit's a complicated heart mosaic kit.
And it's gorgeous.
You get with that, you get a complicated heart and the glass to make your own mosaic design round about the complicated heart.
If you put your glue directly on, remember you want to wiggle it. You want to wiggle it right into place.
And in the kit you'll get, I don't think you actually get a design this month of the complicated heart one, because you're basically just making a sort of abstract mosaic pattern round about your complicated heart.
Well, you're going to get you are going to get designs, but they're going to be different shapes of hearts with different ideas. You will get a design, but it's not like this design
Priscilla normally doesn't work to patterns. She makes the things up as she goes, but she has done designs for the ones that she does in the windows. But she'll get a rough idea in her head and draw something out, like
No, you just leave it right now.
Just lying here.
But I'm trying to show this.
Yeah, like these for instance, she just roughly draws them out and then works to that. And as we said, she never works with it. You don't have to work within the lines, you can adjust it to suit.
Like this one, I just put in some glass that's clear so you can see, look, I'm way out over that line and it's gonna look super cool.
Thanks, Jamie. Thanks for sharing, Whisper.
So
yeah, that's the idea, Mama.
Step number 1.
The kit's, how many bananas is the kit?
57, and it's everything you need.
Including postage to anywhere in the United States. It's the glass, the glue, the sponge, the frame, the grout, everything in it to do it. And an instruction sheet and everything like that. And Priscilla's got videos online on YouTube to actually see how it's all done.
And until between now and the end of April, every Monday is going to be Mosaic Monday.
Yeah, and it's on the website. If you use the link, you go to the 1870 studio.
And my idea with the kits...
And there's lots of other stuff as well.
My idea with the kits, and you will see this if you already have one of these kits, I have given you way more glass than you will need. So save it, because next month, guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be getting a big glass stash built up, and you're going to be able to, once you learn how to do this, mosaics is so easy and fun. You'll be able to you'll be able to go to town.
We get ours from Yucca-Gainey mostly.
I'm going to make another branch up here.
Danette says you were generous with the glass, thank you.
Great.
And someone was asking how you order. There's links next to the descriptions to order them, and then I can't remember the links for paying. Is it PayPal or?
Yeah, there's a PayPal. There's a link to do on the PayPal, but you can also do Venmo. You can do Cash App. And all those details are on our site.
And if you don't like to use the electronic ones, you can contact Priscilla and you can post us a check.
Just send me a message you want to do a check. I'm going to take this one color here, honey, and I'm going to make a tree over here of this color because I love it.
Yeah, as you see, there's not a tree on the pattern there, but you get the idea from the other drawn tree and you can make your own up.
Yes.
And you could also even, if you wanted, there was 2 Cardinal patterns in there. You can use the 2 of them together and
Well,
make.
honey, they'd be a tight
Yeah,
fit
or
here.
no, what I'm saying is you can cut one out and like put it on it or copy it to make
Yeah.
more than one cardinal on the picture, because there was quite a bit of red glass and stuff as well.
Yeah, you're good. I wanted to give you plenty of glass so you can,
Hi there, Tracy.
so you can just have at it. I want you to be able to just get creative and have fun. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put this little tree right up to the corner. I love that color. It's gonna be really pretty. And I'm making this tree a little bit thicker on the bottom. And this tree does not have a, designated,
And for those of you that don't know, we're looking to get to 200,000 followers. If you're not already following, please follow. And there's going to be a draw for 3 mermaids that Priscilla has made out of fused glass. And you'll have the chance to win one of the 3 mermaids. And one could be swimming off to you, whether you're a brand new follower or one that's followed us for a long time. You get the chance to win one of these mermaids. So if you follow us, that would be wonderful.
okay, so there was no tree on the other side. I put a tree on the other side. You're gonna get a lot of confidence doing this. This craft is really, really fun. So let's go ahead and finish the rest of the cardinal here. So I don't get, that's more of an orange, or a red. Let me put this stuff in here for the rest of our cardinal.
She's on it's the same, the 1870 studio on all the different social media platforms.
And on our website, all of our social media is on there. The link in our bio should have all of our social media too. It should be pretty easy to follow us.
Unfortunately, Scott, to post to Northern Ireland, it's very expensive. Priscilla was going to investigate it and let people know, but it's
for the complicated heart.
For the complicated hearts. There's also another thing just started to sell things to the European Union. There's this latest a complication started that you've got to go through these channels. It's really weird, and it's going to make it difficult to post stuff abroad.
Well, no, it's going to, for like our Printify. It won't be about posting it.
Right.
It's from the Printify. You have to like have an agent that vouches that everything meets EU standards. So if you buy things off of our Printify, the EU are soon going to have a hard time doing that, which is a shame.
The Complicated Hearts kit is going to be one of the complicated hearts in a selection of all different colours of glass. And what's the patterns going to be, Priscilla?
Different sizes and shapes of hearts and different ways that you can decorate it. And I'm going to start making the complicated hearts really soon, so you're going to see that happen. I want to talk really quick about this now. We have the red part here for our bird. I'm going to let a space between the wing. I'm going to let that space be pretty big, because that way the grout line will come in there and make a really cool solid black line there.
Yeah, Shari, if that was about the social media platforms, she's on them all, and it's all the 1870 studio, and she's got lots of older videos, especially the ones teaching about stained, because she does stained glass Sunday every Sunday, and it's on there. The older ones are on YouTube, and it's the same with a lot of the stuff she posts to YouTube, so you can watch the older ones that are like instructional.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of our TikTok lives I put on YouTube.
The decorated
This will go on
something
there.
got the Cardinal kit today, so
Yay.
excited to start it.
Yay, well the Cardinal kit is super easy, super fun, and all we're doing here is pushing these pieces on, and they're already cut up for you. The pieces are already cut up. And you see how I'm leaving a little bit of space? And you can make it, if you say, I want that cardinal to be a little bit chubbier, make him chubbier. You want his tail to be a little longer, make it longer. Totally your call. I'm gonna do that here, actually. I'm gonna put
So
some
pretty,
feathers out on his
Sherry.
bottom. And I think what I might do, honey, what do you think about this? When our complicated hearts sell out, what would you think about, because I'm going to have 2 finished cardinals and I only want 1, right? What would you think about me going to the people who've purchased a cardinal or a complicated heart, pulling one of them to win the cardinal that I made?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you, I think that would be a good idea to
Yeah,
say
the
thank you.
the kits are on the Cardinal one we're not doing anymore, but there's a complicated heart one.
Yes.
And it's on the
I'm
website,
gonna
the
do that.
1870 studio.
Yeah,
And I think she said it was 57 bananas.
It's 57, and I've just made the executive decision that I have 2 different cardinals now that I have done, that for the people who have purchased a cardinal, and the people who are purchasing the complicated heart, I'm gonna put all those, I'm gonna pick a name out. And I saw how somebody did it, because I did 21 of these kits and I'm doing 24 of the other, and it comes in a row on my list, right?
Right.
I have them in a list. So I'll ask A to pick out a number, and then that number, whoever, whatever number it picks, I'll go down and count, and that person is going to win one of my finished cardinals.
Oh,
As
Ayana
a
asked
thank
to
you.
take their break at work so they could watch your live. Thanks, Ayana.
Okay, so we have the cardinal done, and let me do this. Let me take this away and show you how pretty this is looking, because you know what? That's our pattern done. We're done with the pattern now. We are done with the pattern now. So I'm going to take this, open this up, pull this pattern out, and the idea is you want to pull the pattern out. Oops, and you want to take the back off. I gotta leave it open because look at how it glows. Look at how it glows. Can you see it glowing? You want the light to come through. For right now, I'm gonna leave that in there because that's holding our glass down.
Yeah, we've not investigated how much, but we do know that the difference between like a medium shipping box that's about 18 is about 50 to go to Canada, so
It's so
it
much
is really
more for
expensive.
Canada.
It's terrible.
So much more. And I'm
We
sorry,
have to
there's
apologise about that.
yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. Okay, so that red I'm gonna put back in there. All right, so we got our red, we got our brown. Let's go for the green. And you, again, you can do this any way you want to. You can do this any way you want to do it. But I love a lot
Careful
of...
is the answer to that one at the moment. That's what we recommend. We've got most things in the kit except we
Water.
recommend that if you've got them, safety glasses and gloves, and they're not
Well,
that
you're not cutting.
Yeah, you're not
you don't
cutting,
need
but
safety glasses.
for handling, tweezers, or you can get very inexpensive at some of the dollar stores, and that you can get safety gloves, and a lot of the places sell glasses as well for not, but you don't really need the glasses because you're not cutting anything that it would.
And the greens, I cut them purposely to look like this. We got to fix that lamp. I cut them purposely to look like this because I want them to look like branches for you. And get creative with your greens. Get creative with your greens. There's blue in there for your sky, but you have a real opportunity with your greens. Oops, I need another little piece of tree there. There,
Where you
this
have to
piece.
get careful is when you're putting the grout on, is use a piece of cardboard to spread the grout
Yeah.
and the sponge. Don't use your fingers.
So if anybody is doing this along with me, if you got your kit, the things that I would really like to tell you is don't be afraid to use space to create your outlines. Use space to create your outlines. And I gave you all different colors of glass.
Thanks, Mama Angel.
Play with that. I'm doing this one super, super fast. Super fast. But take your time with it. You have fun and enjoy this process.
That was crazy. Mama Angel said your Cardinal is beautiful and it got blocked out. So thank you. And Tracy says you're really talented.
Thank you. And if you want a shot, actually what I'll do is, I'll maybe make a TikTok about that too. If you want a shot at getting one of these kits, or I'm sorry, one of my finished Cardinals, buy kit.
She normally answers glass to that one, her favourite type of art.
Definitely glass. And it's because the longevity of it. Glass is going to outlive all of us by thousands of years.
Karen, I think it says, loves watching you work.
Thank
Looks
you.
pretty said KG, and Wow says life is an illusion.
Thank you. I love putting the green around the red Cardinal because boy, oh boy, does it pop. Honey, do you remember that guy in Scotland? I won't name the name, obviously, but I had done a painting and he comes up to me and he goes, "You know, why did you do those colors? They're terrible. Don't you know red and green shall never be seen together?" And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, that's what artists say. Red and green shall never be seen together. And I said to him, "Have you ever met Christmas?" And he just looked at me like I was a weirdo. You put any color together you want to put together.
It's so comforting to sit here with you while you do this. It feels like home, so
Aw.
cozy, said Tracy.
Thanks, Tracy. I'm just spreading these out a little
Arma
bit.
says boo.
I don't
What
know
do you
why.
make with pooled glass? It's for using infused glass pieces.
This sort of thing was done with pulled glass. This is a complicated heart.
It's a glass mosaic picture of a cardinal that she's making.
You're gonna see me doing mosaics every single Monday now through April. Every
Hi there
single
in
Monday
Fort
that
Wayne.
we're in the church. If we're away, I won't be doing it.
They love your personality from watching Jen's videos.
Thank you. We had so
Oh,
much
Jen's
fun with
on.
Jen and Rich. Jen! We had so much fun with Jen and Rich. I'm having Jen withdrawals. It was too short. It was a 24-hour visit. That wasn't.
No, these don't get baked. It's the glass is glued to the sheet of glass, and then grouted as where did that picture the Christmas tree one go? Well,
Can I
can't
help?
get a grip here. My fingers are dry. That's a Christmas tree one. You can see the grout between the pieces of glass. It's clear glue that you use to if you show them the back here, Priscilla. It's clear glue that you use to glue it to the sheet
So
of
you
glass,
can see
so that it
this.
stays transparent, and you don't put the back onto the picture frame. You just use either the tabs to hold the sheet of glass, or put a tack of glue in each corner, and it holds it in that way that it's a transparent piece. And that's what we were saying. If you don't want it to be transparent, you can actually just leave the back in.
You can do
and
this
you
to
can
wood.
put grout down and just put the pieces of glass straight into the grout. So, but that's why she's using glue, is so that the light can still shine through the pieces of glass. But if you stuck it down to the grout, the light wouldn't shine through.
This
so
is true.
and that's what we were saying as well. If you want to do similar on like a block of wood or something like that, is you're not tied to just doing it in, because we send the kit out with a picture frame. You don't even have to use the picture frame that we send. Is you can use any frame that you would
Or
have,
a block of wood.
or a block of wood, or
Anything.
even the wall in your house if you felt adventurous.
Oh, honey. Oh, honey. You could.
Or a table or something like that.
Yeah, we're gonna do some fun mosaic stuff. I have a whole bunch of stained glass
Jen
bits.
can't wait to start the kit maybe at the weekend.
Jen, you are gonna be
And
so amazing.
again, there's
at
a
it.
comment that is life something or other said so clever and it got blocked out. It's like it's really weird.
TikTok does weird.
Sorry if people are not seeing their comments. It's TikTok's choosing to like get us to like choose whether they can be shown or not, and I can't reach it to do it. It's really weird.
They're filtering.
Is this
them.
something that you do for a bit of yeah, this is we do it together. I retired early at 57, and how old was I?
55 and a
55 and a half. And we do this together. Priscilla's the main artist, and I do the grunt work.
Martin.
And so we do this together, and we have the website, the 1870 Studio, where you can buy the kits and all the artwork that Priscilla does. And there's also links to Printify and Amazon, because she's wrote several books now. There's children's books and other books as well. And like today, the latest one she put up was a mermaid picture, and you can get like a shower curtain with a big mermaid on it. So there's all different things that you can see. There's Halloween themed pictures, there's Christmas themed. What else is there?
Honey,
There's loads.
There's loads of stuff. You can
So
get it if you want.
If
don't
you
talk
go
to
to the bio, there's links to all the different places. Tracy's saying that she loves the way she said Morton.
Martin's just like, Martin is QVCing the heck out of this.
Well, if people don't know, they can't go.
It's true. You know what? I gotta admit what I love. I love going to an art show with Martin. I love to paint when I'm at an art show. I will be painting. Martin, the glue is water soluble.
No, that glue's not water soluble.
Oh.
That's an all-purpose. It's basically like a silicone sealant, multi-purpose glue.
Okay, so we're at a show and I'm painting, and Martin, he is braggy McBragger about what all I do. And I sit there blushing the whole flippin' time.
It's a 24-hour setting glue. It's what would you call it? Once
It
it
has a
sets,
cure
it's not
time.
coming back off again.
Yeah,
It's
you can't
waterproof,
get it
and
off.
it's like this is used for jewellery and everything, and it's used in a lot of industry as well for glue and stuff. But this one's they do one in a red one that's like indoor outdoor extreme temperatures. Well, Paula Ann didn't get the box. I don't know why. It might be the weather,
I'll
Paula
look
Ann.
at your shipping. It should be on its way. It
Or
should
no,
be
it
on
was
its way.
Paula Ann the one that went out on the following day.
No,
No,
they all went out the same day. You took hers over after.
right.
But yours, it might have missed the first mailing that we
Yeah,
had
there
the
was-
others in.
It might have gone on the second mailing. So
Yeah. It'll be there. It'll be there. I like a lot of greenery, and the greenery that I cut
use the link in the bio to go to the 1870 studio, and there's a link to order the kits.
I cut so many different colors of glass for you that you're going to be spoiled for choice for what you're putting down.
How long does it take usually to do one of these?
You're going to see. I started this one at the top of the hour. I'm going to get this will all be glued up in this hour, but then we have to wait till tomorrow till it's dry.
What do you
Before I
normally? She
grout it.
paints everything, Eric.
I love
Erica.
painting. I love painting. when we're going on a road trip in
And she
May.
paints in all different mediums as well, like watercolor to oils and everything. Multimedia. What is it? Multimedia.
Mixed media.
Mixed media. Multimedia is electrical.
I'm taking my watercolors on our road trip. I want to do live paintings on the road trip, and you're going with us on a road trip to Alaska. This is so easy, Jody. This is so easy. The glass does all the hard work.
Every Wednesday, she does a watercolor Wednesday. You can register for it, and it will give you a notification when it's starting. And it's Jen says, what's that? Oh, shoot, Walmart. The little tubes are more expensive. For 4 of the little tubes, it's $3.97, Jen.
Yes.
But you'll get
yes.
the big tube for about
The same
$4
price.
or $5 for like the
Yeah.
big tube. It's the. What do you do with that little one?
Yeah,
You'll get 4 of these tiny ones for $3.97, but the big tube that Priscilla, it's one of the little ones you'll get in the kit because they go a long way. You only use a tiny little bit of it. But the one that Priscilla's using, it works out, if you're buying it for yourself, it works out a lot cheaper to buy the big tube.
yes. And this is, everything that I do, I try to make it so that it's accessible for everybody. Even if you didn't buy one of our kits, I would still love to teach you how to do this.
It's a glass mosaic, Grace. Yeah, Kayla, it's one of those glue, I think that's why it's Alter Ego's called goop, because it goes that horrible goopy way. And there's sometimes, she actually had it last week, she had to stick a piece of paper on the side of the tube to seal it, because with it being in a metal tube,
It can crack.
crinkle burst and it was coming out the side of the tube.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's used for jewellery because it's so strong.
I'll make sure that thing is down in there.
Yeah, it's the little tube that's going in the kit because you don't need a lot of it, and we were making up 24 different kits. Yes, she's done mosaics with broken china too, and like glass and china mixed, and stones and everything. Seashells, stones, china,
And
all mixed up.
here's a tip for you, because I opened this up and took the pattern out. Glue your glass in place first. Do that first. Glue this big sheet of clear glass in place first. Do that. Because I opened this up and took that out. If you do that will make it easier for you.
Yeah, pierced sugar. You can do that with these ones as well. If you've got stuff of your own in the house, you can use other embellishments along with the glass.
Oh yeah.
Like glass baubles and discs and
this-
coins as well.
But you have to be careful when you're grouting. But this stuff, this is a wonderful way. If you have mementos from people, as long as it's a non-porous thing. So if it's like a piece of old jewelry, I wouldn't do it with good jewelry, but you know what I mean, costume jewelry. You could embellish this so many different ways. Some of it might be after you're done grouting. But this one, in your kits, you're gonna have all different colors of glass. And in this one, I am just really going for it on the green.
It's also, as well, a lot of people say that cardinals remind them of a family member.
Mm-hmm.
If you leave a hole in it, you can put a photograph or something like that
Oh,
too.
honey, that's a good idea.
You can use it as a keepsake
You
thing.
could put a picture behind there. You could put a picture behind there. I didn't think of that. That's a lovely thought. Look at you. All sentimental and lovely. Are you gonna make one like that to remember me, honey?
Pierced sugar saying an idea if you haven't done yet, find tempered glass makes for amazing wings.
Tempered glass. What do you mean?
What do you mean by tempered glass? Is that so that you can kind of break it and it looks shattered, pierced? Fairy wings, they're saying.
Tempered glass for fairy wings.
Yeah,
That's
because
interesting.
tempered glass is usually like strong glass for windows and stuff. But also you get the laminated glass that's like car windows and mirrors and that. You can sort of make them look shattered.
That's cool.
But I don't know what they mean by that.
I'm putting in bits of green because I love my green.
Or is it? Have you got any blue? No.
I do have blue right there. You have blue in your kit. I want to put in a lot of green because I like the green.
Aye, that's what I thought. Aye, tempered glass shatters in tiny bits and stays together, so you get the veining look. Yeah, I thought it might
That's
be that.
cool.
It's like the glass that's in car windows, and they put it in like doors and stuff, like safety doors and that between, like emergency doors in a building. Do you? Yeah, the kits are. You use the link in the bio. This month it's a heart mosaic kit. In the bio, this month it's a heart mosaic kit. Complicated heart mosaic kit. Do all of your what does that say, Priscilla? Jodie Lynn's question.
Kits have glass. Kits have all of the things. Yes, Jody Lynn. Everything except the water for mixing your grout. Everything else is in that kit.
That would be really neat. Pierce sugar, a dragonfly.
Yes. Definitely.
And sorry, Jodie, we don't know why both of your questions there, TikTok chose to get us to authorise it. So
TikTok's
yeah.
weirdo sometimes.
Pretty my dad, he would have loved your channel. He loved Cardinals. He did woodwork.
Aww. Okay. So there's all my green in. Can everybody see that? Got my green in. Babe, I might need you to go get me a piece of blue. Transparent blue, please.
Are you
Now-
finished with the red?
I am finished with the red. You can put that back. No, leave it out because I'm going to be doing the complicated heart thing. The complicated heart, you're going to get so many different colors in the complicated heart kit, and you're going to get so much glass. This is not just, you will not just have enough for, to do one thing. You'll have plenty. You'll have plenty to do more. We changed our control device's name to Ziggy. And Morton and I keep forgetting that that's his name now. And we also changed his voice. So when he answers in male voice. And it's like, who is that guy? Now I'm putting some little bits of blue to come through for our sky. I'm doing my sky last. You can do it any way you want to. And tomorrow night we're gonna be doing live in the Tiki Room. We are gonna start planning our road trip. We wanna plan it with you so you can tell us things we need to see along the way. We are going to
Was there two tubs of blue?
Alaska.
Because a lot of this stuff looks sort of greenish.
There.
Unless it's below.
No,
Says blue.
let me have a look-see. Let me have a look.
Jodie's saying, I think you should have another Cardinal kit. Wink, wink. Something about
Yeah.
Grandma missed that. Grandmother passed Saturday last week.
Aw,
Even
I'm sorry.
warms my heart in tough time. Sorry to
Sorry.
hear about your grandmother. As a pastor, we would have loved how you transformed a church into your home.
Aw.
Thanks, Tracy. We get a lot of people that visit the cemetery next door that speak to us that say that they love how we saved the building.
Somebody just told us that.
All right.
Some local. Who
Ah,
was
yeah,
it?
because they said they
Yeah.
used to attend here.
Oh, no. I just got an email from, oh my gosh, I didn't even tell you about this, Martin. I just got an email from a couple who were married here. Wait, honey. They were married here and they spent their honeymoon next door at the parsonage.
All right.
Their uncle was the priest here.
All right, is there a video on YouTube from beginning to end for this kit?
Yes, Paula Ann. And this one's gonna go up on YouTube too. And yeah, but I just got an email from a lovely couple. It was back in the 50s, I think. They were married in here and they watch the videos. How cool
Right.
is that? And they spent their honeymoon next door. I think it was her uncle was the priest here. And they said that they remembered everybody in the town was so lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that sweet?
Oh, is that Michael, is it? Just ordered a kit. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. You're
Sorry,
gonna
I'm
have
a bit
fun.
away from it and it's difficult reading names sometimes.
I didn't
A
have
nice
enough
story.
of this cut. I couldn't believe it. I just got it this morning.
Yeah, well occasionally we'll get nuns and priests that used to be stationed here, and they'll pop in and say hello, and they'll tell us that they're pleased to see it. Because
Saved.
when we got the place, it had been let go to rack and ruin. The roof was was deteriorating so much. There was a lot of leaks. The bell tower, it was like, when it rained heavily, you would have honestly thought someone had a hose turned
Oh,
on.
it was terrible.
And we
It
had
was
to have big
terrible.
Rubbermaid tubs in the roof in the bell tower to catch water. So
When anybody asks if I ever have been scared here, I usually say only when it rained. And I would cry. Remember, honey? It was so bad.
And yeah, even stuff like the plumbing, there were so many burst pipes because it hadn't been wintered properly. I spent about 3 or 4 days cutting out section of pipe and putting in new pieces of pipe. It's lucky I'm so lucky that they invented that shark bite stuff because I'm not a plumber, so it made it easy for me.
Great.
And the guy that fixed our furnace when we were able to afford to get that done, he thought he had a couple of days' work, and he was here a week and a half, and he was forever starting the system up, shutting the system down, and having to drain it, fix another section of pipe, start it up again, fix another section of pipe, start it up. It was crazy.
It was unbelievable. I truthfully thought we were never going to be able to use that system again.
The heating bill was our concern when we looked at buying. Yeah,
You gotta have alternative heat. They're too big to heat with oil. Unless you got deep, deep, deep pockets.
need new engaging besties, says, I can't read that. What does it say? Steph, I think it says.
Need new engaging besties.
Thanks, Jamie. It's
Hey, thank you.
a stained glass mosaic of a cardinal sitting in a tree.
I chose to put my blue in here last. I find that's better because my sky, I don't want my sky to be the distracting part. I want my cardinal to be what catches attention. But then I will put some little pops of blue around for the sky. Here and there.
West Virginia's state bird.
Is it? I didn't know that. Lucky.
Cassandra's a
West
silent
Virginia.
watcher but loves to watch us both.
Thanks, Cassandra. And I'm mixing this blue all around. No right way, no wrong way to do this. You can see that I followed the pattern, but I did not follow the pattern.
Kissing in a tree, LMAO, says Erica.
No right way,
Many
no wrong
likes are
way.
you at? 20,000 is that?
20,000 likes. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
And this live will go up on our YouTube channel forever and ever and ever.
No, this is going to be grouted, Jamie. Is you glue the pieces of glass down. That it is glued to the plate glass. Is with the clear
Grouted.
E6000. Show the back here. So that it stays transparent. The E6000's a transparent glue, and it means that the light still shines through your glass pieces. And if you're not fussy about it being like hanging at a window for the light to shine through, you can bed it straight into grout. And then once you're finished, you take away like the pattern in the back and you grout the surface and fill it all in between all the pieces of glass.
And then
once
the light will
glue's
come
dry.
through. Then the light comes through.
And like as you can see with the Christmas tree that she showed you. Yeah, Cardinals are amazing. We get lots of them round about here. No, we don't have an Etsy shop. We have the 1870 studio.
We got a website.
So if you use the link in the bio, there's the 1870 studio, there's Amazon, and there's Printify.
I like the concept of Etsy, but
I hope that answered the question, Shelby. Use the link in the bio for the 1870 studio.
Etsy takes out a whole lot of fees. And I do try to keep our prices like really low. And I would rather, I would rather do our own site and not have to put more fees on it. Because everything charges fees. PayPal takes fees. Everybody takes fees. And when you're an artist and you're trying to earn a living with your art, you gotta think about all those fees. You gotta. I'm just putting in some little pops of darker blue here and there now.
In the kit, you get
everything except the water. Zooty Poot. I love female cardinals, but everybody knows the males.
Gloves for handling the grout. You get a sponge for working the grout. Sticks for working with the grout and spreading it. I can't get a grip of these. The cotton buds for working with it. The tube of glue. There'll be a... There's that empty one. What did I do with it? Oh. There's a bag of... You'll get a bag of measured out grout that you add water to grout the finished item.
Everything.
And a selection of different colours of glass and a picture frame that you can choose to use the picture frame and the patterns. And you can choose to use the picture frame we supply, or you can use any picture frame that you have or may wish to buy.
And see how I'm kind of shuggling this around to get these things to fit in here? You feel free to shuggle.
Yeah, and it's all, the price on the website is including postage to anywhere in the US. And as we said, the link's in the bio to the 1870 studio. And there's also, you can get this month, it's the complicated heart kit. You get to do a mosaic with a complicated heart, but you can also get complicated hearts on their own. And there's what's the thing?
There's sea glass, there's your charcoal, there's a lot of stuff on the site.
There's all different things.
Oh, the mystery package.
That's what I was trying to think.
Isn't Morton awesome?
Thanks,
Morton's
Jessa.
awesome. Now, I was just cutting this up fresh and new, and you can feel free to do this. You can totally feel free to do this.
She's got one of the hearts there. That's going to be, you put this in the centre of the mosaic and then mosaic all round about it and make your own designs round about the heart.
But they're all different. They're all different.
They're all different.
If you get a pair of tile nippers, cutting this is as easy as that.
Thank you.
Wear gloves to cut.
Athea.
Wear gloves to cut, but I want to make some littler pieces.
And if people want to get into it, I just looked up, you can get these. I noticed the ones they're on, like they say they're discontinued on the website for Harbour Freight, but Lowe's do them, the nippers. They were a lot more there. But so any hardware store, they're tile nippers, they call them, tile and glass nippers. So if you want to get yourself a pair of those, you can get them. And
They do
but
not come in the
you'll get
kit.
them at I can't remember the craft shop that does them.
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby will have them along with running pliers for working with glass and stuff like that too.
In the kits, you have smaller pieces too. I just cut up big pieces here because I didn't have enough blue cut up here for me.
Well, Kathy received the mystery package and love everything in it.
Yay!
Thank you. That's great.
Hooray,
Is the
hooray.
glass like outlined to know that you get a template like a pattern. This Priscilla drew this pattern for the Cardinal, and you put that behind the glass. And the big clue is you don't have to draw with it. You don't have to colour within the lines.
No.
Like this one here, she did an extra tree on the other side and put lots of other leaves and everything that aren't in the pattern. And like
Go
when we
crazy.
print it out, that's smaller than letter. It's when we scanned it and printed it, it's on a larger sheet. It's a letter sheet it's on, so you can see the grayscale where I scanned it. That if you wanted it to fit exactly to this, you cut it out and it would go exact to that. Or if you have a bigger frame, you can put this straight into the bigger frame.
That's a
You
I
just
didn't know
cut
about
this
that.
to size. Or if you wanted it in a smaller frame, or you can cut it because it's a slightly bigger sheet than the frame. But you can see the 8x10 size because when I scanned it, it picked up the grey of the background.
Now I'm going to show you why I like to put the blue in last. And that's so I can make the blue look like it's peeking through the trees here
Oh, you
and
got
there.
lights. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Jen. Jen, fairy lights, all the fairy lights. All the fairy lights. So I'm putting my blue in very last. I am almost done with this. And I'm not gonna grout it tonight because we gotta let it wait. I will be grouting this in the morning. I will do this I'll grout it on the live. And then I'll put it up on YouTube.
Hi, Alfie. Is it Ali or Alfie? I can't read that for this different distance.
It is Allie. All of our mosaics and
Thanks for
stained
following.
glass and watercolor, anything where I'm teaching you something, I put that live up on our YouTube channel.
Thanks for following. If anyone's not already following, please help us get to 200,000 and you'll have the opportunity to win a mermaid in a draw that Priscilla's doing. She's got 3 fused glass mermaids that when we reach 200,000 followers, she's going to do a draw of she's going to do a video or something, and then from the comments
You'll comment
in the
on
video, you can win one of the 3 mermaids. So if you follow us and then comment on that video and you're one of our followers, you can win.
So look now here. You know how I made this to be our little tree? These little blue pops behind the branches here and there. This is what takes it to next level. You were bragging about the biomass stove, yes.
The biomass
Share
stove's
everything
great.
she posts, gets her videos out there. Thank you, Pauline.
Yeah, if you've got good wood and everything in it, the biomass stove's a game changer because they reckon it uses about half the amount of wood of a normal stove, and its emissions are a lot less than a normal stove, and they hardly make any creosote.
Yeah. Okay. I have enough space in here, and
Yeah, we're not doing the Cardinals at the moment.
I'm working quick enough that I can shuggle things around.
We don't do paid tours, but we have had people visit us and see the place. We've had open days like we had last year. We had
Where I'm doing arts and crafts show.
yeah, when we do like an arts and crafts show and people come and visit and they've seen the place.
Okay, I think.
Hi
that
Bobby,
might be
how are
it.
you tonight? Hi Warrior.
Bobby. Okay, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna hold this up, and I'm gonna hold it up long enough for you to screenshot if you want to screenshot. If you're doing a kit, and I'm gonna open up the back end of this. Now,
Hi Warrior.
you won't do this at home. You're gonna let this lay at home, and you're not gonna touch this till 24 hours go by.
She got into it 24 years ago in Scotland when she did a course at the Jewel and Esk Valley College. And she learned to do stained glass work, welding and plasma cutting and everything like that, and got her certificate to work in all that. And she's worked at it ever since.
Wait, I'm sorry. Let me do this. Let me do that if you want to screenshot that. And what time is it, babe?
It's 7:15.
Boom! This took 1 hour and 15 minutes. 1 hour and 15 minutes. Now let it there till tomorrow, and then we grout. Tomorrow we grout. And I think tomorrow what I'm gonna do, when I grout, I think I'm going to go ahead and glue my complicated hearts. I'm gonna make a couple complicated hearts in some different sizes of things. And I think we're gonna do those as gifts out too. I love to do prize draws on here. Whenever I make a video on TikTok though and say, we're giving this away, guess what? You wanna see the other card?
Cheap crafts for people that know got a good craft hand, Priscilla. There's a lot of kits out there now.
Yeah, and guess what you could do? You can make a mosaic. I'm gonna tell you something here awesome. I'm gonna tell you something awesome. Did you get it? Paula Ann? You can do mosaics with a piece of paper.
Are they meaning the template, or
sorry.
what are they meaning?
For what?
They wanted
No.
to see the other Cardinal pit.
Oh, no, Paula Ann, you have this in your kit. These come in your kit. You'll get that in your kit. The space
There's
is
one
so
of
cool.
each in the
Thanks.
kit.
I know we got to hang out with Jen. How lucky are we? But the, oh yeah, to make the mosaic, you could take just a piece of glass and you could take colored paper and you could do the same thing. You could cut paper. This would be a fun thing to do with kids. Take, you know how you get for the dollar store, you get the construction paper, cut it out in all sorts of little different things. We do group parties. Definitely. And thanks, Toy Bunny, for following. You could use it with tissue paper. Honey, would you grab one of the ones over there that I've done, that I put tissue paper? This wasn't mosaics, but you can do, definitely you can do mosaic tissue paper. One of the little tissue jars that I've done over on the thingy. You can do tissue paper, mulberry paper. You can put it on, that kind of thing you could put on a jar, see? Just when the light comes through. There's a lot of totally free crafts that you can do
And
that I want to share
like
with you.
kits and things in like the dollar
Babe,
store.
no.
Come on.
Morton is digging out my table. Gonna have your twin grandkids for a couple of weeks. They love this, yes. Kids love to do mosaics. And right now, this time of the year, get old magazines, cut them out. Thank you so much, Bobby.
Cardboard boxes.
Yeah, you could take cardboard boxes, and this was one that I was working on with Maggie that I did not finish. You can do so many things. I think now I might turn it, well, no, that one's gonna stay winter. I have, if you don't already, or if you're not already on it, go to my YouTube. I have tons of videos on there about free crafts to do, and I grew up not having supplies of any kind.
Something you're working on,
You
isn't
have a
it?
ladies group at church he'd love to have you come and do a group party for. I've gone out and done parties for people. This was an acorn that I put a hat on. I don't know why Morton handed this to me.
It's just different things to do with kids.
You can do so many things. Yes, Jen, I remember that. In grade school, we used tissue paper and you want to know something cool to do it on? Paper squares and a pencil to glue to shapes. Yep, totally remember that. Yeah, Bobby, join the Facebook group. Here's another great free craft. Look, you can make little easels out of sticks. That's an easel out of a stick. Six. That guy's a little bit big. But you can have your own little card.
Yeah.
Little card. Here. Oh, there you go. Look at that. How cute is that? How cute is this? Guess how much this craft cost?
And it was a ball of twine that was lying
Zero.
about the house.
Zero. Look at that little easel. There are so many fun projects that you can do for free and just have fun. Think way, way, way out of the box. All the fun stuff happens outside that box. But the Mosaic Mondays are going to be the thing until we leave for our big road trip, because we're changing the studio around, and I want to clear out all of this is my regular stained glass. I can't fuse this. I cannot fuse out of this. Hey, Bobby, it's a big old world and a universe. A lot of times, we're going.
Yep.
We're going on a road trip. If you go to our link tree in our bio here on TikTok, the Facebook group is there. Just click all those things and get right on them. The road trip we're making a giant loop in the U.S. We're going the south route out to California, then up the Pacific Coast Highway. We're driving to Alaska, and then we're driving back the northern route. So we're leaving in May. What is it, honey?
Along the top of that.
Oh, yeah, we have a website too. What am I showing?
The 1870 studio.
The 1870studio.com. Need to come to South Carolina. We drive through South Carolina every time. I'm not going to blog the trip. I'm going to video it. You're going with us. We're going to be going live. I have unlimited data, so we're going to be going live all over the place. And I want to craft with people the whole way there. We're going to craft, we're going to cook, we're going to have so much fun. The name of the 1870 studio came because the old church that we live in, it was built in 1870. How cool is that? Wait, let me get you out of the phone holder, and I'll give you a little looky around. This old church we live in was built in 1870. And this is why I really think outside the box. My box is a church. You just got into the Facebook group. Great. The very fun thing is dreams are 100% free. So dream as big as you want to, and then just start living your dream. It's just me and Morton. We love a road trip, don't we? I've been road tripping with Morton really since we met. We have been on so many adventures, and now you're going with us. I love having Jen and Rich here. I told them, we're going to be going by your house when we go to Alaska. The time is right now to have all your fun and do all your stuff. Don't wait. We're taking our Scooby-Dooby cooler, aren't we? The mystery van with us. We're gonna have a cooler. We're gonna do a lot of picnics. We're just gonna do so much fun, and we're gonna start planning it tomorrow. I love Ohio. Are you kidding? You have the Ohio Glass Museum. Ohio is not boring. I'd prefer to get a van or a caravan and travel to the U.S. Bobby, we like that except one thing. What don't we like about that? Gas mileage. Our car gets 50 plus miles to the gallon. We have, I told Jen I want to meet Odin. I love a challenge. What
do you mean, Odin?
They're puppy that does not like people.
I thought they were talking about the weather.
But we're tomorrow night in the Tiki Room. I'm going to make the live event right now. We are going to start planning our trip, and we want you to plan it with us. And tomorrow we're going to do leg 1 of the trip. I'm going to break it into legs because we don't want to take a million years getting to Alaska because we want to spend a bunch of our time there. I have never been there. Answer yes or no. Have you been to Alaska?
Doing good, Tara.
Have you been to Alaska? Neither of us have ever been. I've been to 48 states, but never Alaska. And I really want to go. Bobby's been. Pink has been. Amy's been. You lucky luckies. We're going to take you. We're going to take you. We're going to go to Alaska. We're going to have a blast. And I want to show you all the fun stuff along the way. We are going to get I actually have ordered it. It's a mount to put our phone in. We are going to live stream, but not on here. We're going to do it on YouTube because when you live stream in the car, on here they stop you. But we're going to do it on YouTube, so you're going with us. You're going to hear bad singing in the car. I will tell you. Yeah, the first leg of the trip we're going to plan tomorrow in the Tiki Room. When do we do Tuesday?
We never normally do anything on a Tuesday.
Yeah, we do.
Do we?
Tiki Room Tuesday. We've done that. You want to do it at 6?
If you want.
Let's go 6 p.m. Eastern.
Unless you want to
Eastern.
make it 7 so as people can get home for work
7.
or whatever.
Okay, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Join us tomorrow night in the Tiki Room. We're going to start planning. Mama, I love when he talks too. Drove from Arizona to Seattle. Oh, that's fun. You took a cruise, then drove back home. We might do a little bit of a cruise there too. We haven't decided that yet. I have a friend who she organizes cruise stuff. So I might reach out to her and see if there's any deals to be had. But I want to have, you work 7 to, we will put this up on YouTube. And we're gonna 7-day cruise. That's fun.
I used to hate that shift, a 7 till 7. It's
Yeah,
horrible.
7 to 7 is tough.
Are you 3 days on and 4 off though? That's the main thing.
Yeah, maybe. But we're gonna jump off for now. I'm gonna upload this mosaic Monday, and let me turn you around and get you right here. You helicoptered onto a glacier.
That would be amazing.
That's incredible, Bobby. I'm gonna put this here. So if you want to screenshot that one, you can. Tomorrow we will grout this little fella. And thank you for watching. Thanks for being here, honey. You
Night,
gonna
night,
say good
everybody.
night?